Oh my gosh, a day late, but well worth the wait. In this update 6.3, we've got to talk about Ruby rewards, Twitch drops, bunnies, and sword nerfs. So without further ado, let's go check out the patch notes. Alright, in update 6.3, Bunny Bash is back. Ladies and gents, outfits fluffed, baskets loaded, Bunny Bash returns. Our excellent spring event is back. For the next 2 weeks, you'll be hopping into a version of Power Shift with locked loadouts, handcrafted chaos, with each class bringing a different flavor of mayhem, from miniguns and mesh shields to glitch grenades and thermal bores. Time for some seasonal fun and a chance to rack up some amazing rewards. Alright, so the Bunny Bash is going to take place across Cis Horizon, Monaco, Skyway Stadium, Kyoto, Bernal, and Las Vegas Stadium. You'll play through 2 circuits, each with 5 rewards. The first is live now, and the second hops into action next week. Alright, so this is gonna be totally freaking rad. What are the stakes, and what's the rewards? Of course, we've got bunny ears with good hair day, punk chicken outfit pieces, co-op core vest, nest runner pants, foul fingers, and cluck kickers. And then we've got a charm, the Rebel Hatcher, along with weapon skins, Rapid Scrambler for the CB01, ARN220, and the M134, or as we know it, the minigun. And of course, last but certainly not least, we've got the goo grenade skin, the Tama Easter Fling. This is gonna be rad. I know I am super excited to knock these out. And as mentioned, spring Twitch drops are live. Watch any finals creator, maybe even me, on Twitch for 3 hours total to earn the green Scoot skin for the ARN220, the CB01 repeater, and of course the minigun. Cute, springy, and just a little too fresh for your enemies. And like I said in the beginning, Ruby Ranked is now unlocked. If you think you've got what it takes to stay out with the best, I know I don't. Definitely Unicorn Slayer, man, she might could do it. Ruby tier is now open in ranked tournaments. Climb your way into the top 500 to prove it. The grind just got steeper and a whole lot sweatier. Now, let's get down to some of the balance changes. As the dev note says here, this week's balance changes are fairly light as of right now. The overall meta is looking more stable than ever, and then they're monitoring several items based on their performance at present though, and are likely to make some adjustments in the coming weeks. These include the Cerberus 12 gauge, the Pike 556, and FAMAS, as well as each of the 3 new weapons, the minigun, the CB, and the ARN220. So I don't know where they're gonna take what, but those are some of the weapons that we might see changes with in the coming weeks. Additionally, they're monitoring the performance of respawn systems in cash out mode and expect to have some refinements to make to the system with the 6.6 update, so we can all be looking forward to that. Now, what everyone's been calling for, everyone's wanted it, and they finally got it. The sword has been nerfed. I repeat, the sword has been nerfed. They decreased the secondary or lunge attack damage from 140, a whopping 140 mind you, down to 105. So that is a 35-point drop in damage on the sword's secondary, or aka the lunge attack. Dev note says here, the sword has increasingly become a source of frustration for a lot of players, especially light players who feel its one-shot potential when combined with the quick melee is too oppressive. Over time, we've been trying to make or reduce the potential for the one-shot in a lot of places in the game, and we feel it's time to address that here. We believe the sudden rise in frustration with the sword is also partially due to the removal of the stun gun, which maybe not. In many light players, that was the answer to the fast lunging sword in the past. This change removes the essentially one-shot potential from the sword. Longer term, we're going to continue to monitor the sword and explore some alternative changes that might allow us to nudge the lunge damage back up, but that will take more time, and we'd rather try to address this issue now than wait. We also need to see how things change once we rework the stun gun and it returns in around update 6.6. So you heard it here, folks. We might get the stun gun back in 6.6. I don't know about you, I wasn't personally a big stun gun user and I honestly don't mind it not even being in the game, but I digress. Additionally, there are several exploits and bugs that they've become aware of and related to performing an extra phantom attack that they're aiming to fix in the near future. Now, of course, I will put the update or the link to the patch notes in the description of this video because they have a ton of content and bug fixes that I'm not going to read here because there's just a bunch of them and none of them are super duper interesting or particularly compelling, but you may want to go read through them yourself. Of course, they come in with some performance and stability upgrades and things like that, and then they top it all off with some security and anti-cheat improvements and refined detection systems. Now, everybody who tuned in, I will see you out there in the field. I'm excited. The Easter Circuit event is here. Let's go have some fun. Let's slay, and I will see you in I was gonna say the podium, but I don't know if I could say that one. I will see you in the finals. I could probably go with that. I'm not sure that's TM'd quite yet. So man, I will see you in the finals.